Hey guys, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video of Aptitude for CSIR NET series. Today in this video I'm going to take questions based upon average and equations. Okay, so there are few questions which have been asked in previous years of CSIR NET exam where they have asked about averages and they have given different scenarios in that. So that's what we are going to discuss in this video. Also I'll try to explain you and I'll try to give you different formulas with which you can find out averages of in when various conditions are given. Okay, so that's what this video is going to all about. We will talk about average and related questions. I'll also give you a homework question as usual, as we are doing in all the previous videos. So try to solve that homework question and I'll solve the solution of that. I'll give you the solution of that in the next video. Also, if you're new one and if you have not watched any video of this aptitude series, I'll give the whole playlist in this I button. So there are already 7-8 videos in this particular series on different topics. You can watch them out and you can prepare for your aptitude part for the CSIR NET exam. Alright, now having said that, let's continue with our video. Alright, so there is a basic formula to calculate average of any quantity. So the average of a quantity is calculated by sum of the quantities divided by number of quantities. For example, if you want to take average of these value x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, so these are 6, let's say, different quantities. They can be ages, they can be number, they can be anything. Okay, so there are 6 numbers. So to find out their average, okay, all you have to do is you have to add them, x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 plus x6, and you have to divide this whole by 6 because there are 6 quantities. Okay, so that's how you calculate average of any given quantity. Okay, now if from this itself you can make one more formula. That means now if you want to find out the sum of quantities and you are already given with the average of it, so you can calculate by this formula that sum of quantity is equals to average, okay, average value multiply by the number of quantities, right? So this is a formula which is useful when you are converting or when you are using average related questions. Okay, so this is one more formula which you should know. So these are two basic and formulas which you should know. Now apart from this, there are some standard average values or standard formulas for different like conditions or different numbers or different like values which are already fixed. Okay, so we'll try to look upon them. We'll try to see what those formulas are. Okay, so if you want to find out average of first n natural numbers. Okay, now you know natural numbers start from like 1. Okay, so numbers. Okay, this is going to be given as n plus 1 upon 2. For example, if somebody asks you that what is the average of first 10 natural numbers, so it will be 10 plus 1 upon 2. If they ask for what is the average of first 70 natural numbers, so 70 plus 1 upon 2, like that you have to do. Okay, as simple as that. Then if somebody asks you to find out average of a square of first 10 natural number, okay, so average of a square of first n natural numbers. Okay, so for example, if somebody asks you what is the average of sum of a square of first 10 natural numbers, so the formula is n plus 1 multiplied by, okay, n plus 1 multiplied by 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Okay, this is the formula to calculate average of a square of first n natural numbers. All right, the next formula is to find out average of cubes of first n natural number. Okay, so average of cubes of first n natural numbers. So this can be calculated as n plus 1 whole square divided by 4. Okay, so this is how you calculate average of cubes of first n natural number. In the similar way, if somebody asks you that average of first n odd numbers, okay, so if somebody asks you to find out average of first n odd numbers, okay, so first three odd numbers. First three odd numbers are what? 1, 5, 1, 3 and 5. These are three first odd numbers, right? So how to do that? This will be given by the last odd number, okay, last odd number plus 1 divided by 2. Example, for example, if somebody asks you that find average of first 5 odd numbers, okay, so what are first 5 odd numbers? So they are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So what will be their average? So the last odd number is 9, so it will be 9 plus 1 upon 2, that will give us 5. So the average of these number will be 5. Alright. Okay, now if somebody asks you to find out the average of first n even numbers, okay, so the next formula is average of first n even numbers. In that case, what you have to do, you have to, again in the same way, you have to take the last even number, okay, and you have to add 2 to that and divide that with 2. Okay, so that's how you have to do. Now there are few more important formula. For example, let's say there are two groups, okay, so if the number of quantities of two groups is n1 and n2 such that their average is x and y, then their combined average will be given as n1x plus n2y divided by n1 plus n2. Okay, so if there are 5 people whose average is, let's say, x, and there are 10 people whose average is y, so it will be 5 into x plus 10 into y divided by 5 plus 10. Okay, so in that way you have to do. Then for example, if they give you certain condition that there is an average of n quantities given, and when a particular quantity is added into that, okay, so how you will find that out? Okay, so value of the new quantity. Now there is a very specific type of condition. These type of questions are not asked yet, but they are very highly, like the chances are quite high that they might be asked. It says that if the average of n quantities, okay, let's say there are n quantities whose average is x and a new quantity is added to it, okay, such that the new average becomes y. Okay, so if the average changes to y, the value of the new quantity will be how much? So the value of new quantity will be given as n y minus x plus y. For example, I'll just give you a quick example of that. Let's say there were 5 people in a home, okay, 5 people in a family, okay, such that their average is, let's say, 35 years. Okay, their age average is 35 years. Let's say that a newborn baby came, okay, let's say a newborn baby came, and now average is, the new average is 40 years. So what is the age of baby? So age of new baby which is added to the family, new baby, will be given as, so n is 5 here, x is 35 here, and y is 40 here. So it will be 5 and then 40 minus 35 and plus yeah, y is 40. So the age of the new baby or the new person, it's not baby, age is quite high, but yeah, the age of the new person or the new member who is been added will be like this will be 5 into 5 is 25 plus 40 will be it will be 25 plus 40 is 65. So it's not actually baby. I just created this formula like problem over here, but yeah, it's not. Yeah, 65 years is not the age of a baby, but I hope you got the point. Okay, that there were 5 people in a family, their average age was 35. A new person, okay, don't consider it as baby. So a new person was added, and now the age became, the average age became 40 of the family. So the age of the new person who is added is basically 65 years. Okay, so now it makes much sense. Yeah, sometimes we make a question and like at the end we get something else. So yeah, fine. So these are certain formula which you should know. Okay, and especially this one. Okay, it's very handy formula. If you don't know this formula, you can do that, but it takes a lot of time or a lot of effort to get into the correct answer. There is a long method as well, but yeah, it's a easier and straight away method. Just remember this formula. Okay, so these were some basic things which you should know about averages. Now I will take some questions and then we will see how to solve them out. Okay, so this was a question which was asked in CSIR June 2018. Okay, the question says that a student received the following marks in the 5 of his 6 courses. Okay, so this is 91, 86, 81, 79 and 92. The average of his marks in 6 subject is 85. How many marks did he received in the 6th subject? Now you can understand that this question is similar to the one which we have discussed. Okay, the new person, addition of the new person. You can either do it in that way or do it in a long process method. I'll do with a short method. Okay, so already like 5 subjects, when you have 5 subjects, the marks are 91, 86, 81, 79 and 92. Okay, these are your marks which the student has got when he is only having 5 subjects. So if I want to find out average of 5 subjects, okay, just these 5 subjects, so average of these 5 subjects will be like sum of these values, that is 91 plus 86 plus 81 plus 79 plus 92. Okay, and divided by 5. All you have to do is now do the addition and solve this up. Okay, so when you add all these numbers, you will get 429 upon 5, which will end up roughly around, if you divide this by 5, you will get 85.8. So this is the average of 5 subjects. Okay, so now I can similarly I can do like I have given you a formula, right? When a 6th person or a new person was being added in the family, in the same way a 6th subject is added over here and the new average is becoming 85. Okay, so now you will see that your value of n is 5, your value of x is 85.8, your value of y is 85. So now if you do this, so if you remember the formula was n y minus x and plus y. Okay, this is the formula and you have to keep this intact whenever you are adding something and the average is changing. You always have to use this formula only. Okay, irrespective of which is bigger and which is smaller. Okay, so let's try it. So n is 5, y is 85 minus 85.8 and plus y, which is 85. Now if I solve this, I should get 5 and from here I should get minus 0.8 plus 85. If you multiply this, you will get 4. So minus 4 plus 85, which should give you 81. So you got 81 as the correct answer, which is option number 3. Now you could have done the same question with a long method. Okay, in that long method, what you would have taken, you would have considered the 6th subject as anything, as x, let's say. Then you would have added all the numbers, divided it by 6, multiplied and solved. Okay, so I'll show you the long method also. Okay, so that you don't end up, if you don't remember the formula, you should know how to solve it. Okay, so I'll just use another color to show you that. So the new method or the other method which I am using will be shown with this red color. Okay, so for that, what I have to do, I have to consider that the 6 subjects, like the marks of the 6 subjects, I have to consider as 91, 86, 81, 79, 92 and I am considering the 6 subject marks as x. Okay, so average is equals to sum of all of them, that is 91 plus 86 plus 81 plus 79 plus 92 and plus x, and divide this whole thing by 6, because here I am taking 6 subjects. Okay, that's why I am dividing it by 6, and the average value is already given to you as 85. If you add this whole, this will become 429 plus x divided by 6. So you have to multiply 85 with 6 as by solving cross multiplication. So when you multiply 85 with 6, you will get 510 over here. On the other side 429 and plus x. So if you subtract 429 from here, so x will be 500 minus 429. So it will give you 81. Okay, so again you got the same answer. So both the methods are there. Here this is the method where I have considered in it as the sixth subject as x, and later on I tried to find out what is the value of x. And here what I did is I found the average of 5 numbers. Using that, putting in the formula, I got my number which could be added, so that new average has become 85. Okay, so both the method you have understood. You can use any one of them, whatever you feel like, whatever seems like easy to you, you can use that one in the exam. Okay, fine, let's take another question. This was asked in CSIR December 2016, I guess. Okay, so a little back. Yeah, so it says that the average age of A, B and C, whose ages are integers x, y and z respectively, is 30. If the age of B is exactly 5 more than that of A, what is the minimum possible value of Z? Okay. Now here what they have done is, in the average itself they have given some relations. Okay. So using that we will do. Okay. So let's say we have A, B and C. These are 3 people. Okay. So we have ages. So the ages are represented by x, y and z. Okay. So age of A is x, age of B is y, age of C is z, and their average is 30. So let's leave that part, we'll use that later. Then it says if the age of B is exactly 5 more than that of A, so that means the age of B is 5 more than age of A. What does that mean? Age of B is y and this is 5 plus age of A is x. So y is equals to 5 plus x. That's what we are given with. Okay, so now we will use the formula of average. So average is sum of all the 3. So x plus y plus z divided by 3, right? Because 3 quantities are there. Average is given to you as 30. 30 is equals to x plus y plus z divided by 3. Now if I cross multiply it, it becomes 90. X is x. In the place of y, I can write down the condition which I have for y and plus z. So what I am going to get is, I can take 5 to this side, it will become 85. This will be equal to 2x plus z. Now you have to consider that z is, one more thing is given, ki x is smallest, then y and then z. What they are asking, what is the minimum possible value of z. Now let's say if from the options, now you have to play with the options. From the option, the minimum number here is 31. So we will let it. Okay. So let z is equals to 31. So if z is 31, what we will get is 85 is equals to 2x plus 31, or 2x is equals to 31 will come this side. So 85 minus 31. So 2x will become how much? 4 and 54. So x will become 27. So is it an integer? Yes, it is an integer. Okay. So x becomes 27. Okay. So according to this, x is becoming 27. Y is 5 more than this. So 27 and plus 5 is how much? 27 and plus 5 will become 32, and z is 31 because we have considered that. Is it following the trend which we have? No, it is not following, right? So this cannot be the correct option. Did you understood why this is not the correct option? Because it should follow the trend that x should be smallest, y is there and z should be biggest or equal to y. So that is not being followed. Okay, now we will take the next number, which is 33. If we take 33 over here in the same way, so let z is equals to 33. In that case, we will get 85 is equals to 2x plus 33. So 2x will be 85 minus 33. So 2x will be 52 and x will be 26. So in that case, x becomes 26. Y becomes 5 more than this, that is 31, and z becomes 33. So is it following the trend? So the answer is yes, it is following the trend. So this will be the correct answer. If you want to see the third one, if you want to just check that whether 35 will also follow the thing or not, so let that, okay, let's do that. So let z is equals to 35. It becomes 85 is equals to 2x plus 35. So 2x will be equal to 85 minus 35. 2x will be equal to 50. X will be 26. So in this 25. So in this case, I'm writing here. Okay, so age of A will be 25. B will be 5 more than this according to this. So it is 30 years age, and Z will be 35. Now here you are getting Z 35. In the previous case you got Z 33. They have asked what is the minimum possible value of Z. So minimum possible value is 33, right? Why 31 is not a minimum possible value? Again, for the same reason, because in that case this condition was not being followed. Okay, so in that case you have to take care of everything, and that's how you have to solve. This question was more of like relation, building relation between the numbers or building relation between the quantities, and less of averaging. Okay, so that's what I would say. So these were few questions which I found in the previous year of CSIR NET, from where average related things are asked. I hope the things are quite clear to you. Now is the time when I'll give you a homework question for this video. Okay, so this is the homework question for today's video. It says Ram and Shyam's average age is 65 years. The average age of Ram, Shyam and John is 53 years. What is the age of John? Okay, try it out. It's not a difficult question. It's an easy one. All you have to do is apply the formula of averaging, whatever we have discussed in the video, and I am quite sure you will be able to do it. Okay, so try to answer this question and put your answer in the comment sections below, and I'll look upon them and I'll solve that in the upcoming video. Okay, now let's discuss the solution of the question which I have given in the previous video. Okay, so this was the homework question which I gave in the previous video. In the last video we were discussing data interpretation, and this was the question. Many of you have answered it, so let's look upon it. Okay, it says that the gross domestic product, that is GDP, and the total population of the 4 countries A, B, C, D is given to you. Okay, GDP is also given, population is also given. What they're asking, countries with the highest and the lowest per capita GDP are. Okay, so let's look upon it. So I told you that per capita GDP is basically GDP value divided by population. So higher the population, lower per capita GDP, lower the population, higher per capita GDP. Okay, so direct and inverse relation you have to understand. Now if I write down the order of GDP, okay, so whose GDP is highest? From the graph itself you will see that A has highest GDP, B, then C, and then D. Okay, this is the order of GDP. And if I ask you about population, okay, so population order, so population order highest is for C. C is having highest population, then B, then A and D have same population. Okay, now the question is which country has highest GDP? Okay, let's give these things some number. Okay, because with numbers it becomes easy to understand. Let's say that we give it 10, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 and so on. And here also we give, let's say 0, 50, 100, 150 and so on. Okay, so here if you look upon this, the GDP of A is like 50, 100, 140. Okay, for B it is like 50, 100 and 125. For C it is 50, 100, a little less than that, let's say 120. For D it is 100. With values things become very clear to us. Okay, now looking upon this, if I write down the population, for A the population is 20, for B the population is 10, 20, 25, for C the population is 30, little more than 30, so let's say 35, and for D the population is 20. Okay, so highest, for highest GDP, okay, so per capita GDP, highest, for highest what you need, we need quite greater value of GDP and very low value of population. That is there in case of A. Okay, so A is having 140 divided by 20. Okay, that will give us 70. That is for A. For others also, okay, you can calculate per capita GDP of all of them. Okay, so that it becomes easy for us. Okay, so per capita GDP for all of them we will calculate, for A, B, C and D, for all of them. For A it will be 140 by 20, for B it is 125 divided by 25, for C it is 120 divided by 35, for D it is 100 divided by 20. So its value will be 7, its value will be 5, its value will be 3 times, little less than okay, so 3.5 or 7, okay, 3.7 let's say, and it will be 5. Okay, so now you can see that the highest GDP is for A, this is per capita GDP is highest for A, and this is having lowest, because although we were not having any values, but by putting some values we were able to get some answer. Okay, and that has given us an idea ki how to do this. We could have done it without numbers also, but with that, like, lot of like confusion comes ki why is it so, why it is more or less. Okay, that also you can do, but this is easy and straightforward, no, no chances of doing it wrong. So that's the best thing about it. Right, so that's it from my side for this particular video. I hope you liked it, I hope you understood it. Please like the video if you like the content, and please do let me know in the comment section if you have any other topic which you want me to cover. I'm trying to cover as many aptitude portions, as many aptitude topics as possible before CSIR NET exam, and comment your answers in the comment section below. Also, these are my social media link like handles, so if you want to connect with me on these platforms, you can connect me through these handles. Also, link are there in the description of this video. You can use those links to come up on the social media platforms. So that is from my side for this video. See you guys in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Bye bye, take care, keep preparing for your exam. Hey guys, so Unacademy has launched a Revise India series. It is a free video series for CSIR UGC NET June 2023 exam. In this series, you will be able to attend free sessions by the India's top educators for CSIR UGC NET. These sessions will be very helpful for your CSIR NET preparation and for your June 2023 exam. So all you have to do is follow the link given in the description of this video. You will come up to this particular page. There are various educators whose classes you will be able to see. All these classes are free of cost, so you can watch these classes. You will be able to see the classes of all the subjects over here. So depending upon which subject you belong to, you can choose a particular class, a particular educator, a particular topic, and watch that particular class.